Hi, my name is Zack Anderson. I am the Director of Youth Education at Spark, and we are here coming to talk to you about 5 tips to help your students, your children, learning at home, create your very own science center. So the first tip is a really, really big, important one. That is letting your students lead. Let them take charge. If they want to do something, let them do it. Maybe you're doing a project where you have to create a rocket ship, but they really want to create a roller coaster. Let them take the lead. It's really important that as parents, as guardians, as leaders, we move from being the sage on the stage to the guide on the side. Let the students choose their own learning. Don't just beam information at them, and really let them take risks and try things. Second thing is to take notes, because obviously as these investigations are happening, questions are going to come up, and if we don't write things down, we'll forget about them. So maybe you have a parking lot for questions that can be revisited at a later date. A great tool to use is a journal, like any scientist would use for recording notes, drawing conclusions, and creating more questions. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be a blackboard, it can be a whiteboard, it can be an app, it can be all kinds of things. So questions are the key. That is the third point. So questions are the vital information thing that is the fundamental underpinning of science. Scientists have a question, they look to answer it. So really it's about investigating those questions, finding those questions, and getting more questions, and not as much about the memorization of facts. Really, it is the process, not the end product that we are looking for. Fourth point is to think of time differently. Have that flexibility to investigate. If something is engaging the students and they're really into it and asking lots of great questions, there's nothing wrong with stretching that out and taking more time and flexing schedules to do something that's still important, can be done maybe another day or at another time or in another way. The other part is slowing down, taking time to look deeper at things and not necessarily just do a surface coat on a whole bunch of things, right? Something as simple as your backyard can incite wonder and excitement just by a deeper look, slowing down, taking a time to look at the things that go unnoticed. Where are these footprints going? What is that thing in between the fence? And seeing the questions that grow from that. And an important note is it's a good thing you have that thing to write down those questions, right? The fifth and final point is that the creativity is really, really fundamental in the creation of programs, right? So I know we tend to think of school as having different subjects, right? Just blocked out like that. But in truth, what education is moving towards is a place where all the curricula can kind of blend into like a project-based kind of learning outcome. So maybe it's something like building a fort. You're getting to test your math skills. You're learning about science, right? You're getting to draw blueprints, and all these kind of things are all being integrated. Maybe it's a historical fort and you're learning about social studies. So all these elements are being incorporated in one simple project, which makes it really wholesome learning. And that's real life, right? Because in our lives, we don't have just one curriculum point coming to us in our day. So hopefully those tips are helpful. And if you didn't catch all of them, I went through them pretty quick, but we're going to be posting a blog post that'll accompany this with a little bit more detail on each point and some examples that may be helpful. So thank you all so much for engaging with us, and we're hopeful to keep engaging with you in all the cool things that we're posting online, so keep an eye out on those. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.